Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Needy Nerds Prison where it's episode 40 of the Needy Nerds. I really never thought we would make it this far. We have somehow managed to cheese our way through this game and support a population of 301 prisoners, which is utterly incredible to me. There's 46 prisoners arriving at 8 a.m. And it's just doing it. It's just happening. So maybe we should up the challenge. And I think to do that, let's do this. Staff room. Common room. Shared. Shared. Yeah. Let's do. And this canteen and kitchen up here. I tell you what. Let's do this and this. So these become staffy things. And we can ignore those. And we'll just rely on the big mega canteen and the big mega kitchen, which is not so mega now that I look at it. I may need to consider expanding that slightly. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe a couple more cookers and a couple more cooks are going to be required to keep this underway. It is set to low and low, so potentially this is going to be alright. And to increase it even further, let's just go open to all. Actually, none of them. We'll take, let's just do all available, all across the board. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. Let's see what we can get away with here. And we're going to crank it up to 2 speed. I'm going to get a little bit of cloning happening in here, where I can quick build out another cooker and fridge here. And another cooker and fridge here. It is going to disrupt the amount of cookers and fridges that are required, but that's fine. And then we'll put a tiny little dot of kitchen, just to like, there we go. And let's get some plumbing. No, that's all taken care of. Okay, and all of those sprinklers should all be hooked up as well. That should be fine. And we can carry on with this and see how far we can push this bad boy. How far can we get it before things just go absolutely pear-shaped and we totally lose this game? I'm curious. I'm just curious as to how crazy we can go. I feel like we need another perimeter wall out here. What do you think? Yeah? I feel like we could stretch that right across the back here. And we could probably carry that down here as well. And then another one across the bottom here. And we'll get the workmen onto that. They can get started in cranking out these perimeter walls and making sure that this place is properly secured. That was a very expensive exercise. That was like $100,000 worth of cash that I just blew. But it's fine. It's fine. These boys can run around and go ahead and do that. They're all going to come out through the forestry door here to do what they need to do. Slowly pouring out into the void. Out here is going to be a bit easier because they can come out via this jail door and just do what they need to do. I was kind of hoping that they would come out and do that. But it's totally fine. Guys, if you need to do that, that's what you need to do. I'm going to reactivate this holding cell just so that it can be used for additional emergency placement of dudes, right? We'll plonk that in like that because I did mark that as shared, didn't I? Deployment, shared. Okay, great. There's some plumbing problems in there, but you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, I see. There's a small pipe missing here. We can fix that. We can just come straight across like that. Oh. Okay, never mind. We can just do that and see what we can do. These guards and stuff are in here pooping in what was the staff room. And just sort of taking care of business. So this is just like the most grandiose bathroom that the world has ever seen at this stage, which is fine. The chief's going to let us know that the staff are unhappy again, which is fine. We can give them a pay raise. That's fine. We'll just do that. Meal quantity and meal variety. I'm going to set this to medium and low this time. Maybe it's the quantity that the guys need to keep them topped up. Hopefully, things will be okay. They're currently sleeping, so it's time for a roll call. We can get the fireworks going on. Check out where all of these tunnels need to be searched up. And, I mean, there's a lot of places that need searching whenever you do one of these roll calls. It's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. These guys do like to dig out of here. There has been a death. It's probably another guard. Yes. And there are some tunnels being dug, which is fine. They're not making it through the perimeter walls, because, of course, they're not. And these guys that are out in the outdoor area are getting picked off. There have been 2 deaths today. I mean, they're coming out with their dukes up, but critically, they're just going to get tased and put down. They're going to get biffed. Oh my god, actually, this is probably... Okay, this is probably too many deaths, all told. This is probably too many deaths. I should probably turn off free fire, but it's okay. It's acting as a little bit of a counterbalance to the amount of other stuff that's going on. Oh man, all the tasings that are happening. Oh, someone killed a dog. Guys, come on. Why would you kill a dog? I mean, I suppose it is trying to kill you, to be fair. I love how... I don't know if you guys have gone back and looked at the comments on my first... what was it? Escaping the Gulag? That one got really heavily boosted by YouTube recently. And, you know, that was really nice. It was really awesome to see, like, this massive spike in performance, popularity, I guess. Performance, it's a massive spike in viewership. It was really, really awesome to see that happen. It has since been turned off, and I'm no longer getting put up on other people's channels. Hopefully, it'll figure out that that's a good thing to do again and give me another chance. But it was really fun for a while there, watching all these new people discovering my stuff, and it was very fun watching people go, dude, why don't you kill the dogs? Why wouldn't you kill the dogs? You're being silly. Don't be silly. And the absolute uproar from people who were really upset at me. You know what? I need this money, staff. I need you guys to take... Oh, no. We've got to go the other way. We want a big pay cut. There we go. Okay, let's crank that all the way down. I need some cash back. I know that that's probably not the best way to get money in this prison. But you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that money. We've got some prisoners coming in a few minutes, which should give me a little bit of cash, but that's all disappeared into what? Repairs. Okay. So I guess there were a few beds and things that were kicked apart during the most recent sleep period, which has caused some problems. It's caused some problems. I think the next thing I need to do is just wait for a little bit more cash. There's going to be some paroles that go out shortly, which will hopefully help us take care of the MinSec guys. And again, you know, we're still sticking the challenge with I can only parole MinSec out of this prison. I could potentially consider putting in some more parole rooms. That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. Because we're going to get 100 prisoners arriving tomorrow, of which there are basically 33 of each class. So, yeah, that's going to add to this. I don't know how we're going to go about that, especially considering of our 600 possible cells. Yeah, most of them are kind of out of action at the moment. Okay, let's get all these tunnels removed. When our workmen have finished cleaning up all of these, you know, new fences for us, or installing all of these new fences, hopefully they can come back inside and start removing up these tunnels and getting us back to a stable location. Should I turn one of these holding cells into a dorm? I wonder. It's probably not a bad idea. Hey, look, these guys are getting some food, and they can have a shower if they want it, which is quite nice, and phone their parents. Wouldn't that be lovely? Hey, Mum. Hey, Dad. I'm still working at the prison. They treat me like it's really bad down here. My pay's been cut down to like 10% of what it should be, and I don't know what to do. What do you suggest? Well, quit, you Burke. But they can't quit. There's no mechanism for staff to quit in this game. I kind of feel like that'd be a nice thing, though, right? Like if your staff could like get the shits and leave the prison, I feel like that'd be a nice thing. That'd be a nice mechanic to add. Maybe Paradox will figure that one out for us. But so far, So far, Paradox have been fairly quiet on what they plan to do in this game. They've taken the game and said, yep, like, we own the IP now. They've opened a new studio in order to, like, manage what they're going to do and that sort of thing. But so far, yeah, they haven't really said what they're going to do. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what they can come up with. Now, here's the thing that I was thinking about. I would like these radios. I mean, they're okay at the moment, but I kind of would like these radios to be a bit more effective. I don't think they're doing what we want them to do. I don't think they're topping up the needs of the many, as the case may be. So what I'm going to do is just strip these out. I'm going to replace them all with televisions, and then, I don't know. I don't quite know what I can do. Like, I can see the needs of these guys isn't quite being met. I can see that we've got some problems down here. Like, if I look at needs, sleep is a big problem. That's fine. No, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. Spirituality, literature, luxuries isn't too bad. And drugs and alcohol, that's really good. Like, there's only 22 and 25 prisoners, respectively, who need drugs and alcohol. And we have the programs in place to help them to kick the habit, as the case may be. You know what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to struggle through and figure out what these guys need to keep them all happy and fresh. So what I'm going to do is add some TVs in here instead of radios, in the hope that maybe this will, like, provide a better entertainment, recreation bloom, so they can sit at the table after they've finished eating, and, you know, while some of them read a book, the rest of them can do their thing. Because I feel like the common room might just be a little bit overloaded at the moment. Might just be a little bit overloaded. So these guys here, we've had a few more deaths, which is fine. Is not great. Okay, that's not great. Okay, this guy has been bumped up to maximum security, which is fine. And we can just keep an eye on him. That's cool. All right. So when those televisions get installed, hopefully that should help to create a little bit more recreation for these guys and keep things chooching along. There've been 7 deaths today. That's a bit of a worry, guys. That's a little bit of a worry. I tell you what. Let's do some checks. We'll do some tunnel removals. Okay, nothing to worry about. The snipers are positioned, ready to go. I wonder if I can actually. You know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get a block of wall deleted here and here. Right, so we've got this triple wall, and once the rest of these sections complete out, that triple wall is going to be fairly hardcore. There is a section that's missing here, which is probably not doing us any favors. People are probably going to want to try and get towards that. So what we might do... Oh, speak of the devil. Yeah, wow. Okay, so they've come down through the pipe to get down to here with the intention of getting out through this, you know, weakened section of fence line here. Very interesting. Okay, so what we might need to do is, first of all, clear those tunnels. Wow, that's impressive, guys. I'm not even mad. I am not even mad. We need to get this section here set up. So what we'll do is we'll get these walls here and here demolished, and we'll prioritize that so that people can get in and finish off those 2 perimeter walls, because that looks like it's been outstanding for some time. So we can get that set up. We can get our dudes to finish off that little nubbin there. Then they can finish off this little nubbin here, which is great. The chief can tell us what we know already, which we can just go into here, and we can go up to -40 and back down to -90. Good. Just rock that back and forth. It's fine. So yeah, once these have been done, we should hopefully then be able to get those these 2 little sections. Guys, come on. No root blocks. In progress. Urgent. Press F to follow. Press F to pay respects. Right. So we'll keep an eye on that, because I really want to get the rest of these perimeter walls finished. Although we do need to keep an eye on, like, this sort of thing in the meantime. Oh, man. There's just so much going on. Alright, so these guys are digging their way north now. So what I want to do is sort of corral it so that they get to here, and then they try to make a run for it. Alright, there's plenty of trees and stuff here. They might try to make a run for it, and then the snipers can put them down. And that way, that can be like a honeypot, right? To keep them from making it directly out of the prison. Because at the moment, they'll be digging towards any too wide walls, or at least that's how I understand the logic of this to be. I could be wrong. It has been known to happen, but yeah, we'll just see how things go, and we'll see if we can work our way through. All right, so materials. Let's get shit. Roll call still on. Turn that off. Sorry, guys. Oh, they've puked everywhere. It's not great. We'll get these tunnels chopped out. There are quite a few of them, which is to be expected in this here prison. And we can spin our way through the rest of nighttime and wait for these guys to be ready to get up and start their next day. The staff are all having a lovely break at the moment. They're eating their sandwiches, doing what they need to do. The guys in the kitchen are getting ready to serve up some what appears to be boiled spinach and potatoes, which is pretty gross. Although, I don't know, that'd be kind of nice. I mean, you'd need to spruce it up a little bit, right? If those potatoes had some... So let's go if you went some paprika and garlic in the mashed potatoes, like just paprika sprinkled on top, give it a little bit of something. Garlic inside, a good amount of butter, that'd be lovely. And then for the spinach, I mean, I'd personally go with, I don't know, some soy sauce? That'd be nice. Just give that salty umami kind of flavor. Here come the 100 prisoners that we're adding to our prison. If we're having troubles with performance now, I shudder to think what's going to happen when these new prisoners start to arrive, because this, oh man, it's going to go crazy. Look at this though. These TVs, awesome. This should hopefully keep things under control. This should hopefully help them to get a bit more. Let's check it out. Is their recreation going down? No. None of them are actually, like, they're all eating, but none of them are actually watching the television that is right next to them, which is curious. I would have thought that would have been a passive thing, right? That while they're eating, they can be watching TV as well. But evidently, these guys must, like they say that the first bite is with the eye when you're cooking. Maybe that's how these guys eat. It's just with their eyes. They just look at their food lovingly, and that's how they get their sustenance. And as a result, they can't look at a television as well. So, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. If that's the way that they do things, then that's the way that they do things. Is anyone actually going to stay and watch the TV? No. We've got some prayers going on, and people are just sort of peeling off and having a shower. There is some family needs being taken care of, but family's climbing really rapidly. Really, really rapidly. How's this common room here? Like, there's a bunch of phone booths in here. I don't know how you've managed to get away with bringing your food down here, mate. That's fairly interesting. But the needs just aren't getting satisfied at the moment. This isn't great. This isn't great at all. It's not getting satisfied anywhere near as quickly as what I'd like it to be. But that's okay. Oh, have these new prisoners arrived? Let's have a looky-loo. Ooh, here we go. The final batch, maybe. Oh my god, there's going to be 130 arriving tomorrow. Oh dear. I think the challenge is now entering into danger zone. This is starting to become a... I mean, do I just turn this into a holding cell? No. Surely not. But we've got this holding... Whoa, that was a bit more of an aggressive zoom than what I was expecting. We've got this holding cell here, which is fine. So that can help to take up the slack when there's not enough cells, because there's 600 cells in this joint, right? We should be able to handle at least this lot. But the next... Oh my god. And still, we still haven't had 60 people pass the foundation education course. I'm gonna like go and take a looky-loo in here. When is the next one? Regime. Someone had a sniper rifle when they were brought in, which was fairly hilarious. Programs. Foundation Education Program, 8 interested, 45 finished, 6 passed. There's only 6 interested. Why? Have I got that set to... No, it's set to shared. Should we have... I tell you what. Let's have another one of those. And we'll just double check when that's going to occur. Right. So we're going to have 2. We're going to try and pump a few more people through in the Foundation Education Program and see what we can do about getting this to happen. Whew. Oh my word. Man, this is certainly becoming a thing. This is certainly becoming a crazy huge prison now, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to hold this in its current state. But we'll give it a red hot try. Friends, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.